What up, everybody? Today we're gonna be doing a little bit different. It's not a shoe review. We're gonna be going into some custom work. This will be my first video. We're gonna be using an airbrush, which is this right here. It's the Grex airbrush. You can get it from Angelus, and we're gonna be turning these very, very, very dirty and just done for creams. Yeah, bro, these boys just, I ain't know these boys was this bad. Y'all let me out here walking around with these, bro. Like, y'all ain't my friends. But anyway, we're gonna turn it into the highly anticipated that we have not got yet. Maybe one day. But boom, the Red October colorway, ladies and gentlemen. Red October, baby, all red, straight red. This boy is fire. But yeah, all right, we're about to get into it, and I'm gonna show y'all from step one how we gonna go from this to that. All right, here we go. All right, so the first step we're gonna need to do, we're gonna need to take the actual paint and then mix it with the, where is it? GAC 900, which is gonna thin the paint out so it can actually be used in the airsoft gun. And then we're actually thinning it out so the material of the Yeezy is still the Yeezy, like it's like a factory, like it's straight from the factory. Because you don't want your just to be hardened and everything, because it's not going to feel right and it's not going to be comfortable. It's going to feel like you actually painted your shoe, and we don't want that. So we're actually going to do it about there. And then with the GAC, you're going to want to do it like to a 1-to-1 ratio. Maybe a little bit more if you want to, just to be safe. Because again, you don't want your fabric to harden. You want it to stay soft, like these are actually from the factory. Yeah, so that right there, you can see where it separates. You're just gonna mix that boy around. Yeah, I'm just using the end of my paintbrush, bro. Whatever, I ain't using it no more. Airbrushing and changed the game, man. Switching it up. Then once you do that, game in trouble. You're gonna want to strain it so that way any like lumps or old paint, if you're using old paint, but if your stuff is brand new, it shouldn't have any lumps, but just to be safe than sorry. So you're gonna use the strainer, put it right on top, and you're just gonna pour it in here. Like I said, just to be safe, because you never know. And an airbrush gun is not cheap, so I would definitely rather just be safe and to know that everything's all good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Dang, bro, this ain't taking all day. So once you're done straining it, you're gonna want to take your airbrush gun, take this little lid off, which I feel like I didn't even find a video like telling you how to do this step by step. So I feel like this will help you whether you're doing a Yeezy, whether you're doing a Jordan, whatever. But, well, I'll tell y'all in a second. Yeah, so we just gonna fill this up. You just put the top on. And then I would tell you before you even start working on it to test out the pressure of your paint that's coming out, just so you know how thick it's gonna come out. Well, not thick, but just how much is gonna come out, because you don't want to spray a super dark area and then you just using all your paint in one spot. You don't want that. You want it all to look uniform and all of it to look the same color. But yeah, I'm about to show y'all real quick. Now you see this? That right there is what you want. You want it to look gradually like gets darker, gets darker. You don't want it to just boom, just straight red. No. No, that's not what you want. No. Alright, that's enough of me talking. I'm pretty sure y'all tired of it. This is not a review, like I said. So let me keep my mouth closed and get to the work. So the next step, as you saw probably in the, well, you saw it down there, is you're going to want to put like 2 to 3 coats of the color on there. Or honestly, just until you see like the white spots are going away and it's to that dark red color that you're looking for. But I mean, it's to each his own how dark you actually want your shoe to look. I mean, cause yeah, this isn't dark enough for me. Like this, it looks almost pink. But you're gonna want to use the hot air gun just to make sure the material stays soft. You don't want it to air dry that much. It's very key to make sure your material stays good. Even though the thinner does a pretty good job, you should be good. But just getting a routine of actually using the hot gun, just so you know, spray it, boom, put it on there. Spray it, boom, put it on there. Like I said, you want to put like 2 to 3 coats on these just to make sure it's dark enough for you. But all right, here we go. Second coat coming soon. Alright, so after you finish those 2 to 3 coats and they're red like that. Notice I did take off the tape because in the spur of the moment I was like, I want my bottom to be red too. So if you want your bottom to be red, you can follow along with me on how to do that. Actually, I already started, so I cheated, bro. I got a head start. But alright, let's get to it. Let's do the bottom. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Alright guys, so once you've actually finished your 2 to 3 coats and your shoe's looking real nice and you liking how it's looking, you're gonna have some faint spots. You're gonna wanna go into those and actually like spray once you open it up. Because you're still gonna have these little faint lines that makes the shoe, like, you know, when you put the shoe on, it stretches to your foot. So you're gonna wanna make sure you go in there and like act as a foot. See how, let's see. Let me show y'all. See how it gets white? Or even when you do this, see little white crinkles? That is a no-no. Or even, yeah, see, look at the size. You can see the size right there. That's a no-no. Because when you put this shoe on, it's gonna look white. It's not gonna look professional. So what you're gonna wanna put your hand in the shoe and push up against the fabric just to show those white spots, and go in there and spray them. It's a little tedious, but you know, you're gonna be thankful that you did it, just because it's gonna make a big difference just from doing this small little step. And then after this, honestly, you're almost done. But yeah, there's a few different things you could do that you would prefer over what I did. I mean, if you want your bottom to stay the clear bottom, you could have just skipped that step of coloring it and you would have had to put the tape over it. But once you get to this point and then you actually finish the inside, you're going to want to either buy laces, or you could just color the ones that you have, which I'm going to do that. And the color that I have for these is the fire red. I mean, they have cherry red, they have regular red, but this color is just bright enough where it's just like, boom, like, you know, it's not dull, it's flashy, it's an attention getter, and I love this colorway. Red's my favorite color, so making this Red October was a no-brainer to me. As soon as I got the airbrush gun, I was like, this is the first colorway I'm doing. Because the cream colorway, it's okay, but the bottom of that shoe gets yellow, and then it just, I don't know. Me personally, I will never get another pair of white Yeezys because that bottom gets yellow so quickly. I'll just settle for my, you know, my your heels, my statics, you know, all of those, the ones that's not white, anything that's colorful. But alright guys, make sure you actually go through and do this. Once you finish this step, we're gonna do the shoelaces. And I'll get right into that right now.
Turned to the city, I broke off the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and any them faults. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause her pussy pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye, I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be sober, I gotta stay high. Put me some syrup in the counter that's dry. Riding a special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and burgers, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes will go to surprise.
What's up guys? Thank you for watching the video. My first custom video. Hopefully yours turned out just like mine. Or if you didn't make them, you liked the video. The shoelaces I got from Lace Labs. I will put that link in the bio just in case you're wondering, okay, how did his become reflective? Because I'm be honest with you guys, mine did not turn out great when I painted them. They became stiff and I was like, alright, no. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if yours turned out the same way. Our first video is in the books. Our first custom video is in the books. These customs, baby. We're out of here.